is my personal junk journal, recipe junk journal. It has 2 signatures. I wish I had made the spine bigger because it's so chunky. So, we'll get started. It's got fabric on the inside, vintage doily, vintage advertisement from a magazine. It's got pockets throughout. I double-sided the paper, put it together and sewed it because it was just white on each side, but I put it together. And it's got a lot of fabric tabs. Just got recipes throughout. Things that I see, I ink around and make it look old. Little baggie. This is from my grandmother's cookbook. Oh, I just tore it. I put a clear coat of Mod Podge, but I might have to put some more. It's still very thin and it's falling apart, but it was her favorite recipe and her recipe book fell apart, and so I decided that I would keep it and put it in here. Excuse my messy hands. Ooh, my nails. When you tea stain and all that, your nails and stuff get so dirty. Well, I don't use gloves or coffee staining, I should say. There's a drawing card. There's a recipe. Just made from a index card. Old photo. I don't know these ladies. Just thought it was interesting to put in here. Just recipes throughout. It's not full at all. I just stapled this on and use it as a drawing card over the page. Some more pockets. More recipes. Apples. And this I just taped on here. Egg custard. Oh. Ooh, I gotta glue that down. It's coming off. More recipes. Tea staining or coffee staining. This came from an old book. This is some rub-ons. I got this at the Dollar Tree. Some rub-ons. Where there is food, there is love. Love at first bite. Dine, it says. So I got a lot of writing space here. Here's a drawing card I made from that fabric. Just sewed it around. Glued it on a piece of cardstock. Here's a, bookmark. You can write on the back of it. Another thing. Oh, I put this on here of where the plates go. This is that rub-on, so I just used it on one of the drawing cards that I made. Some of it didn't come out too good, but it tells you how to do the place settings. So I thought that was neat. It says, I like to drink coffee and pretend I know what I'm doing. That's funny. Egg drop soup, one of my favorites. Some more of that stuff. Here's a vintage green stamp from S&H Green Stamp Company. Spurry and Hutchinson Company. My grandmother used to take these and she'd buy all kinds of things with them. Get all kinds of things, not really buy, because you didn't have to pay for it. You just use the stamps. One cannot think well, love well, sleep well, if one has not dined well. I can barely see that. I'm having a hard time seeing that. Good friends, good food, good times. Another rub-on. There's another that rub-on. This is a vintage ad from a magazine that I had. I just thought it was cool because it was a refrigerator. And just a little ribbon. Okay, this is another vintage doily. There we go. I have a little booklet here that I made, and this here is a little tuck if you want. And this right here I made from the green stamps. I went and looked online and I found a quote that they used quite often. Is think of gifts all year, birthdays. Think of Christmas. She's smart, she's thrifty, she saves America's most valuable stamps. I don't know where I saw that, but I found one of the advertisements, and they use that to kind of bring people into, you know, hey, get some stamps, you can get some things. So this is a journaling card that I made. Kool-Aid ad. I just use washi tape and glued it on there. Vintage ad for Campbell's Soup. There's another one of those journaling cards. This page got a little sideways, but it's okay. And this is just glued on there. There's a tuck spot, another vintage ad. Automatic toaster. And here's some more journaling spots, and I just put this in here. Gerber Life Insurance Company. Let's see here. That's just a vintage ad. Oh. A couple journaling spots to write in. And that's a flip up. And this is from an art magazine. And this came from a store that I bought something in Maine. A little pocket. Another vintage ad, some vintage ads, just something a little tucked. This is from Milk Chocolate. Just kept the whole wrapping. Some more journaling spots here. Here's a vintage ad for, you can see, just some writing space. Yeah. Journaling card. I think this one. Yeah, that one comes out. Different lemonade that you can make. Lifesaver ad. That was in really bad shape. I had to decoupage that on there. It's very brittle. Some smoothies, measurements, and other recipes and journaling cards. What's that for? Oh, salt dough Christmas ornaments. Me and my girls made that one year. I also have a recipe for kinetic sand. And then another vintage ad, and that is my cooking journal or recipe journal. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did like my video, please, and subscribe if you would like. I'd appreciate it. And thank you very much for stopping by, and have a good day.